What's going on? James Bondi's here. In this video, I'm going to share with you one of the easiest services you can provide to a potential new client for your agency or even past clients or current clients. It's a fast way to get your foot in the door if you're new at this business, and it's an easy way, very easy way to increase your customer value for your current clients, and it's an even easier way to land new clients with this simple message marketing campaign. So behind me, let me just show you really quick. Behind me, you're going to see I have two boxes. So let's say you have a potential client that has a client customer list already built out. And then they have a client lead list built out. So essentially, let's look at HVAC, right? And I'm going to share with you why I'm going to show you this example today in the HVAC niche. Okay, so let's say I have an HVAC client, okay, who already has a customer list, right? The bottom line is what we want to do as an agency, or maybe as a new marketing person for this business, is we want to blow them out of the water. And the way we do that is to show results immediately. The fastest way to get a new client results, or the fastest way to get to give value to a potentially new client, is using their customer list to create repeat business with an offer, and I'm going to share with you how to find that offer in just a second. Now, if they also have a lead list, it's even better, because what if they have prospects that have opted into their website, or they have people who were just looking for a quote or looking for an estimate that didn't turn into a customer? Well, if they're running ads or they even have a website, they have a whole list of people who were interested with an HVAC service at some point in their business career. Okay, and so we want to drum up new business with their lead list, and we want to get repeat business with their current customers. Now the question is, well, James, it sounds great and all, but what offer should these people do? What if it's an HVAC person, like what are they going to do? Give 20% off a tune-up? Well, kind of, yeah. And so what I do when I'm prospecting, or if I have current clients that I just want to pull more money out of, I simply say, and I put a video up here, how to find and create offers, and I simply take a look at this. And I'm going to build my entire automation to get repeat business and to get new business for my client or future client. And I'm going to take the offers that are here and just get approval from them first that I can do it. All right. At least what that makes me sound like a professional, and I'm giving them an option to get repeat business and new business. Okay. And so I'm going to create in this video, start to finish, a message marketing campaign that when I'm done, you can click in the description and get this entire workflow, automations, and emails for free just by clicking down below that in the description. Okay. If you currently are using Go HighLevel, that's where it is. That's the best I could do. If you're not using Go HighLevel, I very highly suggest you do. You can get 14 free days with a link down below. So what I'm going to create now is I'm going to create an offer for repeat business. First, I have two buckets. I have leads and I have past customers. I have leads and then past customers. Okay, everybody understand that? And so for past customers, right here in this bucket, I'm going to offer them a furnace tune-up special. $79 or let's call it $80 for every year, recurring. Okay, that's the offer that I want to throw out to them. All right, that's the offer I'm going to build. They may want to do $119, $129, whatever. Depends on the client, right? And what I'm going to do is on here, it's furnace tune-up special, $79.99, expires March 31st, 2023. Okay, you can even get a referral reward, $100 Visa gift card. All right, we'll build that into the automation. Now, client lead list, new business. What about all the people who opted in and never, maybe you gave an estimate and they didn't do business with you? Well, why don't we do this? Free estimates for any new install, furnaces, hot water tanks, central air, whole home humidifiers, which, by the way, the reason why I kept this is because I want to get a whole home humidifier, by the way. Home air purifiers, ductless units, and more. Okay, HVAC replacement, weekly specials, and they have some offers here: $250 off a furnace home unit replacement. Join our VIP club and save 15% off service repairs. I mean, this is great stuff. $10 off any HVAC service call, right? And so what this is going to do is it's going to get client lead lists who never did anything with them moving, and it's going to offer a tune-up special to repeat business, okay? These guys put these guys on a yearly recurring billing. So even if you can drum up, I don't know, maybe 100 of their past clients, because they have thousands. Any HVAC business who've been in business for a certain amount of time probably has thousands of customers, all right? And they put their customers on recurring who take this offer. So now let me jump into the logistics of it and build it in Go HighLevel, what we call Agency Toolbox. We're going to build it from scratch, from setting up the client account to getting a phone number to setting up their email to creating the automations, creating the emails within the automations, the text messages within the automations, and that whole thing will be done. And as I said, built into a snapshot and put down in the description below. All right, let's jump into it. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is if I'm in the dashboard, okay, of Go HighLevel, we call it Agency Toolbox. It's our white labeled version. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to account snapshots, right? So let's say we want to look to see if, let's jumpstart this as fast as humanly possible. Does Go HighLevel have any snapshots with HVAC? Okay, so I see that they don't. And so I'm going to check in here and see that I have an HVAC campaign. These are all of our own snapshots that all our students get. So I'm going to hit select and create new account. I'm just going to add, let's add 189 bird. Now, I will probably speed up some of this stuff because it's redundant and I don't, want to make this a 45-minute video. But here's the results I get. I'm going to click that. And let me add all this stuff. And yeah, let me add all this stuff and get that going. Okay, so I now added the information. And so what I'm going to go is I'm going to go into the new account, Fish and Air Services. All right, so now I'm in the brand new account, ready to go. We're going to start adding the phone number and the domain and starting from scratch, okay? So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to settings. All right. Let's make the legal name that. Let's call this nj@info.com. Phone number. Now, if you already have a current client in this niche, then you're going to be putting all of your clients' information here. Physical address. You have to make sure that you have the country for when you purchase the phone number. Otherwise, it's going to give you a problem. You're not going to be able to do it. And I usually leave this blank. I always, let me see here. Where is it? Enable missed call text back. I turned that off in the beginning. Let me just save that. Okay. You could put a registration number in if you want. If you really want to just dive into this, then worry about all this stuff later, right? Okay. So once I finish that, I'm now going to go back to the dashboard and I'm going to pull up a checklist. Okay, this is a checklist that we give our students and stuff like that. Essentially, this is your agency setup. But what we could do is we can use this, and actually, it reminds me that I'll make another one of these. So we basically are at the point of, so instead of name your agency name, you're going to obviously it's going to be your client name. Okay, we don't need to create a logo. We already have the client's logo, but let's purchase a tracking number first. All right, so let's jump over into here. I just want to make sure my sites came over. There it is. All right, so this is a good foundation to start because I don't have to build anything from scratch. Let's go over to settings, phone numbers, add phone number, United States. We're going to give it 973 area code. We're going to do that. We're going to hit save. All right, so there is our phone number, easy peasy. Now we have a tracking phone number. All right, I'm going to not put my potential clients' info in here. All right, I hope you guys are understanding that. All right, I don't want to put their phone number in here and all that stuff. So once we do that, let me slide all this stuff over. Okay, we've now purchased a phone number. All right, now email setup. We're going to do this now. So let's delete this out of here. All right, and the fastest way to do that is you're going to go to email services. Okay, our agency is built around Mailgun. So I'm going to go over and run over to GoDaddy and I'm going to purchase a similar domain to the business. Now, remember, guys, a lot of people get hung up on this. A lot of new people who are starting an agency, they get hung up on well, the domain I don't really understand because why can't I just use my client's domain? Well, you can't because it's connected to their website. All right. But you could create something similar to their name. All right. So let's go over here. Let me go to domain names. I'm not going to record me purchasing a domain, but you'll see the domain once I'm done. All right. So I purchased efficientairnj.com, and I'm going to now go into my agency toolbox, go HighLevel, and I'm going to now add the domain efficientairnj.com. The company's name is Efficient Air Services. Okay. So that's the domain I'm going to add. But first, I'm going to go to the CNAME. All right. And then we're going to go to CNAME www. And we're going to edit this. And we're going to throw in this one. All right. And then we're going to hit save. Okay. So we have the WW version. And then we have the at version. All right, so let's make sure I did this correct. Okay, so we added the WW. Then we're going to now add. All right, I'm still waiting for this domain to be verified. There it goes. Okay, got it. All right. Then it's going to ask me, do I want to link it? As of right now, I don't. So I got my www version, the root domain version, and now my domains are added. Okay, so what's the next step? If I look on my checklist, emails, we're going to connect to Google Calendar. We don't necessarily have to do that as of now because he's not going to be connecting calendars to here. Okay, we already purchased a domain. We're now going to connect the domain to the website. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. Domain to the website. We're just going to go to funnels. Let's take a look at our HVAC campaign. What do we have here? So let's take a look. All right. We have this type of version, and we also have another version that I'm going to probably use this one. All right, I like this one better, so that's what I'm going to do. Okay. So let's go to edit page, and again, this is just funnel building, so I don't want to spend forever here. But with these, typically with these pages, a client, what I'll do is, because these are built for lead generation. Okay, they're built to throw offers on. They're built for, for those types of offers. They're not a website. So I'll typically just grab the potential client or the client's logo, throw it on top, and get this thing up and running. All right. So let's go and do that. All right. So I edited some of this stuff, right? So, I'll get back to doing this and I'll show you how it ends up being. But the reality is that with these two-page sites, as we like to call them, we're shouting out what their offer is. Customer loyalty program, special offer expires March 31st. Furnace tune-up special, only $79.99. Current customers, take advantage of our yearly maintenance program to make sure your furnace lasts a lifetime. We're going to connect the HVAC funnel form. I may add another question. Then I'm just building this fast for this demo. Most of the time, I'll just send this out to a designer to do this. It'll cost me $50 to do it. I'm, as a business owner, right, wanting to get these things done fast. If you're brand new, sure, build it out yourself because that's how you learn things. But if you don't have time to do that, you can easily, especially with Go HighLevel pages, have somebody else do it. All right, so I'm just throwing in what our current offers is. I threw in the $79 per system tune-up, $250 off furnace replacement. We'll just keep putting this expires in here. Expires, and then we'll throw in, I don't know, one more. $10 off any HVAC service call. All right, so we'll just throw those in there for demo reason. All right, and this is just kind of part of it. We'll change all this stuff. So if you take a look up here, obviously we want the tracking number here. Okay, if you don't want to put actual address, I like to just do servicing all of New Jersey. Okay, here's their hours of operation. I'll get that tracking number in there in a few minutes. And down here, we're going to change. So this is kind of like a plug and play situation we got going on here. Services, get a quote. Leave that. We're going to put a tracking number there. We could throw in some free estimates. Okay, and then we could list all the information that's on this. Okay. Close that. Now, with a new build, we do want to make sure that all the attention is on the offer, right? So theoretically, we could get rid of a lot of this stuff, but let's just keep it here for now. All right, so this is kind of done. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go over here. We're going to connect our sites. So what I like to do is go over to the domains area again. All right, so we're going to go to domains. We're going to go edit, select the root. We'll go HVAC home, save. Oh, I hope that's the right one. HVAC home, save. I always confuse myself. Let me edit this so I know which domain to connect this with. So we're going to go to settings. We're going to go demo HVAC. We're going to hit save. I'm going to go back to domains. I want to make sure that I connected basically, if somebody types in the website, where are they going to land? So we'll go over to here. Okay, so it's connected to the right one. All right, cool. And let me just make sure that one is. Yes, it is. All right, and then we're going to go back to sites. And here we're going to go to publishing. Now we're going to select the domain. All right, I select www. Hit save. All right, and now we have our domain. And then if you type in that domain with no /home, you're going to come to this domain too. Now, there's still probably some propagation going on. Oh, there it is. All right, so here's basically our website. So like within 5 minutes, I have a website up and running, okay? There's a pop-up. I like to check this. You see this pop-up? So let's edit that pop-up really quick. Actually, let's turn the pop-up off. I'm not a big fan of pop-ups. Show pop-up on exit. There we go. All right, let's save that. Okay, so now let's go back to our checklist. All right, purchase domain, connect domain to website. That's done. Now, we don't really necessarily need a pipeline. It could be done depending on the actions people are taking, but for simplicity reasons, forget that. Let's go to setting up automations, triggers, and all that good stuff, right? Because this is ultimately the power in this is once you have the site, then we want to now create the automation behind it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to automations. All right. This is a review management automation. You can check that video out for that. Then we have a lead management, right? Confirmations. We don't need that. So let's create a workflow. What we're going to do is we're going to go create workflow, start from scratch, create campaign. All right. I am going to have the trigger be contact tag, add filter. If you don't add a filter, you're going to be in trouble. Tag added. Let's call this repeat offer. Let's go send an SMS first. Okay. So let's go, hey, I'm going to go customer name. Set that there. Now we do want to test this and make sure that we actually get text. Sometimes it doesn't go through on text messages. Okay, so all right, then we're gonna hit save action. Okay, that's our SMS. Then we're gonna wait a few minutes. Wait 2 minutes. Send them an email. I'm going to grab stuff from here. So let's take that. And this is why I love using these things again. Now, there is a little trick here that you could use, but let's just go with this. All right. So I want to say prepare. Will your furnace last the winter? Okay. I don't want to put a question mark in here. It's too early with my brand new domain. You want to make sure that you're warming up domains, that you're not putting question marks and exclamation marks, just simple emails. Okay. So remember, contact is like, think of it as the prospect, the contacts, the opt-ins. That's the contact. The user is the business owner. Okay. So just make sure you have that custom value correct. All right. So you can grab some information from the first text. All right. So let's go back to this email and then let's go here. All right. So we have here, prepare, will your furnace last the winter? Now, I'm going to paste this here. And all I did was grab information that they said on here, which is the worst winter cold is fast approaching. Get your heating system inspected now. It will save you energy and the repair expense later on. That's exactly what they say on this flyer. Luckily for you, being a loyal customer of ours, we are offering this special deal on tune-ups. Click here to learn more, right? Username, Twilio number, okay? So let's save that. All right. Now, that's all I have here. So now what do I do? Well, if you want to find fear-based, we use fear, based emails to get people to take actions, go over to ChatGPT and type in the most common reasons furnaces fail, right? I did this before. Lack of maintenance, right? Dirty air filters, thermostat issues. So now I'm going to create an email around each one of these. All right, so let's go dirty air filter. I think I already pasted it in here, right here. And are you dirty, right? You know, is your air filter on your furnace dirty? A dirty air filter can restrict airflow, causing the furnace to overheat, potentially shut down. Don't let this happen to you. You can run to Home Depot and purchase an air filter, or you can simply click below to have us come out and not only check your filter, but complete a full tune-up on your furnace. My spelling is atrocious. All right. Click here. There we go. Save. There. Save action. And so on this video, I'm not going to do it, but in the snapshot down below, it'll have probably about 9 or 10 emails here, right? And a couple text messages. And then you can look through it if you pull it into your account. All right. So that's how I get my ideas. All right. Now, let's say you don't have ChatGPT, just type it into Google. I mean, ultimately, they're pulling data from, where do you think they're pulling data from? Okay. The most common reasons furnaces fail. And then here you go. You could grab that, right? Or you could go here. Top 5 reasons a furnaces fails. Dirty flame sensors, igniters. So you could do this for any niche by using fear, right? What are they asking you to do? Why should you do it? And if you don't do it, here's the bad outcome that could happen, right? And so I will use these to build fear-based emails to get people to react and open my emails and ultimately click on the link and opt in, okay? So I'll build that out. It'll be down below, all right? So let's not waste too much time with that. So the next step would be, all right, if I'm going to email out from info@efficientairnj.com, well, I need to set up my emails. So I'm going to specifically use Gmail in this one. So let's go and do that. All right, so now I'm over here in my workspace for Google. So just type in G Suite if that's what you're going to use. If you're not going to use the domain directly, you can get started. I started doing this. So your name, your email. I chose the $6 a month one. Okay. Info efficient air. Oh, I think I put nj.com. One person. Use a domain I own. Enter the domain. Continue. Always be careful with copying and pasting. Continue. How you're going to sign in. You'll use this info to sign into Google Workspace. Let's do info. Let's do a password. Not a robot. I don't need that. Create account. Okay. So here's review your plan. Google no charge 14 days. Sweet to 11. All right. Just add your credit card. Okay. Continue to set up. Activate Gmail for efficient air. Activate. Okay. Sign into your domain host to activate before you can start using Google Workspace with efficientair.com. We'll do a quick check to make sure that you own the domain. After you sign and authorize, you'll automatically start being able to use emails in Gmail. It's GoDaddy, so it's already recognizing it. Click below to sign in with your GoDaddy. So we're going to sign in. Okay, I'm going to connect. All right, so if you were on that screen that was like spinning, make sure you refresh it because sometimes it'll spin for like hours. It won't tell you. So the first thing that we want to do is send a test email, which I did to save time on this video. And so I got the test email. Okay, so we're good to go on that. Then, obviously you're going to log in. Okay, so now I'm logged into my info@efficientairnj.com. Cool. And what we're going to do now is we need to connect this G Suite Gmail to Agency Toolbox. Okay, we're verified. It's active. We're good to go. We got the test email, and let's go. Okay. So we're going to go first, we're going to start in our new email. We're going to go to settings, see all settings. We're going to go to accounts. We're going to go to Google account settings, security. We're going to make sure our two-step verification is on. Once you do that, it's easy. Just follow the prompt and put in your cell phone. It'll send you a text and put it in, and you're good to go. Then we need to create an app password. Okay, that's the big thing here. Now we're going to log in. All right, select the app. You're going to hit Other. Let's call this ATB or Go HighLevel and Efficient Air. I'm going to generate the password. Here's our password. We're now going to use this password over in Go HighLevel, and we're going to add a service. We're going to click Gmail. We're going to choose info at, and then we're going to paste the app password. Okay, hit save. And now we have our domain email attached to G Suite, which now can be used to email out and receive emails for this business. All right, make sure this check mark is checked. Now that we have all that, I'm going to go back to my automations and I'm going to just test them. Okay, I always do a lot of testing. So here's our tune-up special, $79.99. All right, remember our contact tag is repeat offer. SMS goes out, wait, email is going to go out. Make sure I get it. Email sent. Let's go to my visibility cloud. And here's our test. Efficient air service. Will your furnace last this winter? Okay. So that's our email. Click to learn more. And it's going to bring me to my landing page. All right. As you can see, I made some edits over here. I made it red. All right. I could show you how to do that as well. But anyway, so that works. Let's test our, I tested our, the text. It went out. The link worked in the text. Everything worked well. All right. So as I said before, I'll build all this out. About 10 to 15 emails in our offering our tune-up special. So now we have the tune-up special, and let's go to funnels. Let's go to sites, funnels, demo HVAC. All right. What I did was before, again, not to waste too much time, I took my tracking number, I threw it up here, I threw it down here, and I put it here just in case somebody doesn't want to fill this out. And to make this clickable, you just highlight the regular text, put in a link, tell, colon, and then the number with no dashes. All right, that'll make it click to call. So we'll save that. That's good. Now, anytime you're working with forms, I clicked form here. It's called the HVAC funnel form. So I'm going to go back out just to show you what I did with the button. I'm going to go to Forms, Builder, HVAC funnel form, and I just changed the background. I changed the text. Yes, I want to take this offer. Background is red. Border I put, the border doesn't matter because the actual border is black. So, and I hit Save Form. So that's good. But now the question is, we can track them with click-to-calls. We could track them if somebody sees the offer and calls it. We know it's coming from our campaign. But if somebody submits this form, we need to make sure that they get the correct automation. And I created one here, tune-up offer accepted. So if you go to here, all I did here was form submitted. Here's the trigger. Form is HVAC funnel form. Okay, so anybody who puts their information in there will go through this automation. We'll wait a minute. Send an internal notification to a text message that's, the contact name and the phone number. Just accepted your tune-up offer. Please call them immediately to set up. Wait another minute, and then send an internal notification to let's say Janet, who's the secretary. All right. Accepted the tune-up offer. Please call them immediately. Okay. And you can edit this and do whatever you want with that. All right. So that is basically front end, back end. All right. And this campaign is strictly for our repeat business customers. We could do it for any leads. But if we have a campaign running to collect leads, but they never did anything, then we would have a campaign for that bucket as well. All right. And so again, to just kind of summarize everything, all we did was grabbed a funnel that was 80% done for you, edited it to match the business, created some automations around an offer, message marketing offer for repeat customers or to create repeat customers or past customers, hooked up a call tracking number, hooked up a domain, and then finally hooked up our SMTP through Gmail G Suite. All right. And that's it. And so I know this video is probably going to be 30, 35 minutes because I'm explaining it. But if you're just actually doing it, this is a 20-minute setup that you could literally charge businesses $1,000 to $2,000 just to set up, right? You could charge them $297 a month to run all their campaigns in Go High Level or Agency Toolbox. You can charge them $500 a month to $1,000 a month to have this automation running. I always suggest that if it's a one-time setup, and then it's an ongoing thing and it's all automated, just charge them $200, $300, $400 a month for the use of the CRM, for the use of the automation, for the use of the systems. And that is really all you need to do. And then you just repeat the offer. You just repeat this offer to every business that you can. All right, guys, like, subscribe, turn on notifications for the next video that comes out. And don't forget, down below will be this whole campaign already done for you that you could pull it into your Go High Level account. If you don't have a Go High Level account, I highly suggest you click the 14-day free trial down below in the description. And because with that, as long as you message me, if you do, I'll give you a whole training worth of videos that look like this. You'll be in your own community, and here's our classroom. And, it'll be overviews and prerequisite trainings and running an agency and lead generation and message marketing and reputation management, core trainings and higher end trainings, right? And we're constantly adding to this. So that is the bonus that you get for signing up to Go High Level under our affiliate link. Appreciate your time. Hope this was enjoyable. And most important, hope this is going to help you make more money. Bye-bye.